Hi everybody, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you the books that I plan to read in March. This is my March TBR, and I have some really good books planned for this month. Pretty much every month I have really good books planned, but I am really excited about the books that I plan to read this month. So sorry about the lighting. It's really rainy and crappy outside, and I don't have the greatest lighting inside, so we're just going to have to work with what we got. So I picked 5 books for my TBR this month, as well as 2 of the books I didn't get to in January. I'm going to try a new thing where I pick 5 books that I, just randomly want to read, and then go back and look at the books that I have not gotten to in the months prior and choose those as well. There are going to probably maybe be some months where I don't get to, like 10 books that I plan. That's not accurate, but like let's say it's 3 books in one month and 2 books in another month, and there's like an extra 5. That I'm not going to be choosing a whole bunch of books, but I do want to choose just a couple of books that I hadn't gotten to the months before and include those in my TBR. So that's 5 books that I plan to read, and I'm only going to be picking 2 books from months before. Luckily enough, there were only 2 books that I hadn't gotten to in the last 2 months of the year. So that's really good. I'm really happy about that. And yeah, I think 7 books for the month is doable, at least for me to be able to pick up more books that I really want to read. Just when the mood strikes. I don't want to be pressured into reading every single book that I really wanted to read in the beginning of the month, and in the middle of the month decide, okay, maybe I don't want to read that right now. That happens all the time. So in the month of February, it was really good, I was really lucky that all the books that I really wanted to read were the books I really wanted to read, and I didn't feel like I didn't want to read them later on. But I just know myself, and I know that that would happen. I think that happened in January, actually. So, yeah. So I'm going to try to just choose 7 in total for the entire month, and then later on in the month I'll be able to pick up whatever I decide that I want to read. So yeah, let's just get on to the TBR. First up, I have the one of the books on my 12 to read for the year, and that is Rebel of the Sands by Ellen Hamilton. This is a book about a girl named Amani who is a gunslinger, and she has perfect aim. And she lives in the desert. Mythical beasts and genie exist. That's all I know about this book. But I've had this on my shelves, I think, ever since it came out, and I think it's time that I read it. So, and it's got a gorgeous cover. The other thing I'm really upset about is that they changed the covers. This is a gorgeous cover. Why change it? So, when I do, or if I do decide to continue on with the series, I'm going to have to pick up the other covers, and they won't match. That'll upset me. Alright, next one I have is The Edge of Everything by Jeff Giles. Okay, so everyone was talking about it when it first came out, and I've heard nothing about it since. This is about a girl named Zoe who, her father had just died, and her neighbors go missing, I think. Yeah, I mean, that's what it says. So, and then her and her brother are attacked in the woods, and they're rescued by a bounty hunter called X. And X is no ordinary bounty hunter. He's from the lowlands. Apparently it's a hell. I don't know. And he's sent to claim the soul of Zoe's attacker. So, it sounds good. There's some kind of romance. I've heard it's actually pretty good. At least when it first came out, I was hearing nothing but good things. So, we'll see. I really like the cover and the design of it. hopefully this is really good. Next up, I have Everless by Sarah Holland. This is about a world where time is currency, so you pay for things with your time. And it's about a girl who, her name is Jules, and her and her father were once servants at the estate called Everless, and then they got away, and they were able to escape it. But now I believe her father is sick, and she goes back to Everless to gain more time for him. At least that is what I've heard of it. Sounds really good, and I really love the cover, and I really want to read this. So everyone's saying nothing but good things about it, so I would really like to read it. And then the last 2 books that I decided to choose for my TBR were rereads for the 3rd and I believe final book coming out. I'm not sure if it's the final book. Well, it's for the 3rd book coming out, and that is Illuminae and Gemina, both by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. The 3rd book, Obsidio, is coming out the 13th of March, I believe, and yeah, I really want to reread these so I can get straight into Obsidio when that comes out. I hate these covers, like these stupid things. I hate them so much. They're like plastic crap, and they really annoy me. Like, Gemina is not bad. Gemina stays on fine, you know, like I don't really have a problem with Gemina, but Illuminae I have such a problem with. I can never keep this thing on. There was a time like last year where I just kept this thing off completely, but then it didn't match Gemina, so I kept it on, or at least I'm keeping it on now, but now I'm just like, I hate it. That's gonna be fun to read. But yeah, I really want to read those 2 before Obsidio comes out. I'm really excited for Obsidio. I've loved Illuminae and Gemina, and it's just gonna be really good. Alright, and so the last 2 books I'm going to show you are the 2 books that I was not able to get to in the month of January. And the first one is Warcross by Marie Lu. I had started reading this in January. I'm like 30 pages in, and it's good. I've heard mixed reviews about it. I've never read another Marie Lu's books, and of course I have Nightwalker, Batman Nightwalker by her, that I would really like to get to. But I've never read any of her books before, and I've never had the desire to read her other series, The Young Elites and Legend. I've just never had the desire to read them. So hopefully this is really good. I've only gotten 30 pages in, and it's okay so far. Nothing's really happening. At least that I remember. So yeah, hopefully I can read this and finish this in the month of March, and that would be nice. This one is about a girl named Miko who hacks into a video game, or like a virtual, like a VR game, I think. And, yeah, she's a bounty hunter, and she's trying to track down a, okay, so she's a bounty hunter who tracks down, players who bet on the game illegally. She ends up hacking into it. And I believe she gets, the creator contacts her and wants her to hack in to spy on the other people to find the one hacker who is actually, like she's a harmless hacker where the other one is a very harmful one, so at least that's what I'm gathering from this. I can't think of it. But yeah, it sounds pretty good, and so we'll see if I like that. Alright, and the last book that I would like to get to in the month of March is Wonder Woman Warbringer by Leigh Bardugo. This is the first one to the Batman Nightwalker. Though, at least from my knowledge, you don't have to read them in order. Like, you don't have to read this one at all to read Batman Nightwalker, because they're different authors and they're different heroes, or villains, technically. if you think about Catwoman is the third one coming out. But yeah, it's from different icons, and so I don't think you have to read Wonder Woman Warbringer to read Batman Nightwalker, but I really love Wonder Woman, so I really do want to read this, and I am excited to go into Batman, so we'll see. I thought I saw something. But yeah, Wonder Woman is Leigh Bardugo, Batman is Marie Lu, Catwoman is by Sarah J. Maas, and I can't wait to read that. That's coming out in August. And then Superman is by Matt De La Pena. Wait, is there? There is? Oh my god! I got the one with the poster. I knew Batman had a poster, but I did not know Wonder Woman had a poster. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Alright, but yeah, I really do want to get to this, and then hopefully I can get to Batman when I can, after I finish that. Alright, and so that's all the books that I want to read in March. Obviously, ooh, look, lighting's a little bit better. Obviously, I might, I would probably get to more of them, or more books in the future, but these are just the ones that are calling to me right at the moment. Yeah, and I really want to get to them. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again with another video. Bye!